Thank you, Lou. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's Lazarus the Butcher.
There we go.
Okay.
That's intimidating.
Say what?
That's intimidating.
What's the name?
The Butcher.
Yeah, the Butcher. You know, we all got two sides. You know, I got a piece called the Butcher, but it's kind of like hip hop. Y'all don't want to hear that. It's more like rap.
I don't care what they want to hear.
Very well. You want to do that?
You won't know. That means you get to do two. See how special you are? You're winning 2 stars beside them. Don't you worry about it.
Don't you worry.
I'm going to do a piece. I think Luke's heard this one before. It's called The Diatribe.
Okay.
All right. I almost don't want to do it with the mic. It's like,
You don't have to. We're listening. Like,
I don't know if they can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's intimate in here.
Did all that stretching for nothing. All right. He rocks a red bandana, and she's down with the scarlet letter. Some write sins upon their wares like a badge of honor, so the rest of us can feel a little bit better about vividly seeing the so-called sinner. But why go through such a persecution of another when all we got to do is remove the ice medallions and crucifix from around our necks, replace them with a mirror, look in them, and you clearly can see the broken image of a shattered sinner. I mean, placing another person's character in a stranglehold so the rest of us can breathe a sigh of relief is at best choking us all to death. So we step on the next man's twisted neck like stumping up spiraling stairways leading upward to a pathway that speaks to of a better place, an afterlife. Somewhere over the rainbow. Forgive my singing. There's a proverbial pot of gold. Ain't that a bitch? So you mean to tell me while we're down here on this big old hunk of dirt called Earth, we gotta live amongst the fleas, scratching the inches to relieve ourselves with the vision of a heaven somewhere else lest we go to hell? Well, to me that just makes all humanity sound like a bunch of butt-sniffing rabid dogs chasing their own tails. I'm sorry. In my most humble opinion, we put our own selves on safari trying to hunt big game to attain the utopia. But we're not doing it with the inner God's consent. So we externalize, brutalizing the entire environment. And we inadvertently created a money-chasing conglomerate. A high-tech dystopia. You ask and you shall receive. You rip what you sow. Cliche after cliche with the same old monster onto the same old places. The so-called caveman days. Amazed and discovered by our own discoveries. We worship our own inventions, now don't we? Now how inventive is that ideology? I mean, just think. What if God were to worship you or me? What would the touch that be? I mean, to even think of such a thing could be considered by certain walks of faith blasphemy. I can just hear an elderly now. How dare he stand up there so boldly, questioning God's plan? Shaking his withered finger that's attached to his arthritic hand. But I understand that this old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb with the knick-knack. Hattie White give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. And this further condones that Papa was a boneless stone with those roundabout caveman philosophies. Can't get out of that Stone Age mentality, but ensure by the thought like potential one day he'll be guaranteed a piece of the rock. Old goat being led to the same old slaughter, praying like the soon-to-be sacrificed at altars. Lord, please let me in. I've been fruitful, earning millions. Knocking on the pearly gates with a fistful of change. You can shake that blood money all you want, flaunt it, make it rain. I'm sure St. Peter would say, I've got the only material thing to make those pearly gates give away, so money ain't the key. All right. But some say it's still cool to earn lots of money just as long as we do it legitimately. Really? What's the difference when we're earning money off Vietnamese by paying them measly pennies? What's the difference when banks are funding adversaries, warring countries for the love of money, huh? I guess love is a war, Pat Benatar. You see, it's these inner scars that hurts us all. Our egos have gone totally rolled. Like a Scotch come open move that protrudes like a mold on the tip of a witch's wicked nose. Casting spells that compels us all. Trying to stack bricks just impels us between brick walls. Buried alive in our own mental alcatraz, crying for freedom. And as these tears fall, I realize that it's hard to avoid these dark pitfalls. They're like black holes spinning out of control. Just look at Rick Ross. Selling us a star-studded life just ripped off. Every day he's hustling. This nigga was a prison guard. But who am I to judge him, huh? Pointing out this man just so I can grandstand. I know karma comes back in threes, because by pointing out this fraud, I got 3 fingers pointing dead at me. Yeah, right in front of this crowd. And I know y'all put me high above the skyscraping cloud just to watch me fall, plummeting like a meteorite or a falling star. And when I hit the ground, inquiring minds still want to know, Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Illuminated by the false desire to rule the empire over another so you can feel as regal as a king in his courtship donned in purple garments, crowned with the horns of a pagan bop. Oh, how deep does the rabbit hole really go? How much do you really want to be in the know? Because we all know that ignorance is wistfully blissful. I say the gods must be crazy. Thank you.